Hey, good evening, everybody. I am Chuck Rogers. I'm a licensed professional counselor and a licensed marriage and family therapist.
And I'm Keith Dunn, and I am a network engineer.
And as always, we are Tabletop Coffee.
And we are bold and never, ever better.
And tonight we're continuing our series on how to kill a relationship. And this
Yes,
is
we are.
part 2. Never, ever give the other person the benefit of...
The doubt.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. We'll talk about it.
I know that we're going into this next step or next episode talking about how to kill a relationship.
Yeah.
And when we sit back and we talk about it, you know, we talk about all these different things that we can throw out on the table that can kill a relationship.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But it's really important. We're kind of taking a twist on that and trying to figure out, okay, so this kills the relationship, but what can we do to not kill the relationship?
Yeah, I got the idea. I was listening to Bill O'Hanlon talk about, he said, how do you throw a good depression?
Yeah.
How do you throw a good anxiety episode? What can I do to contribute to that?
Right.
You know, you want to stay home, you want to isolate, you want to eat the wrong foods, you never ever want to go out and see other people.
No, that would be bad.
Yeah. So I got the idea, how can we kill relationships as well?
Yeah, that's
And
right.
I actually put it on Facebook this last week. If you want to be good in your profession,
Right.
so if I was a hitman, if I was a killer, a hired
Okay.
killer, I would want to make good money. I'd want to be able to do it every time and never get caught and really
Yeah.
just excel in my trade. So I started thinking about, if I really wanted to be a relationship killer, what would I do, right?
Oh, there's so many things.
There are so many things. And one of the things is to never, ever give the other person the benefit of doubt.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So tell me about that.
Well, because, we're all very faulty people, right?
Right.
And so I'm going to make mistakes from time to time. You're going to make mistakes from time to time.
Right.
My wife makes tons of mistakes all
Oh.
the time. Yeah.
It's not true. It's not true at all.
I love you, honey. And I was thinking about this, and many, many years ago, I actually had this conversation with myself in my head.
Okay.
I had a particular shirt that I would wear, and it had a collar that just wouldn't lay right. It's just
Yeah.
some faulty
Yeah.
design or
Had a
linens.
thread out of place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I asked him to, hey, when you hang this up on the hanger, if you're the one who puts it on the hanger, if you would, make sure to button it up all the way and make sure that collar stays down straight.
Right.
And so that it doesn't become malformed, because it really has a tendency to do that.
Okay.
And she acknowledged an understanding of it.
Sure.
And I get to my office after having left the gym and put my shirt on, and the collar went
So frustrating.
sticking up in the air again. So yeah, I was like so angry and was thinking, these bad thoughts about her and how dare she do this. And
Right.
I let her know my concern and what I wanted, even made a request. It was something that she could do, and she said that she would honor that request. And obviously, the evidence is there that she didn't honor that request. And so I'm thinking bad thoughts about her and hallucinating in my mind to her motives of why she didn't follow through.
Right.
And I was thinking, well, that's evidence that she doesn't love me.
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, because I asked her, made a request. She said she would do it. She didn't.
Right.
So there's some evidence that she doesn't love me.
Sure.
And then my sober judgment kind of kicked in, and it was like, well, okay, there is some evidence that she doesn't love you. Is there any evidence that she does? And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
there's tons of evidence that
That's
she
right.
does. And when it did, it kind of melted away.
Right. So that's like putting a brick of gold on the one side of all the love that she had, and then putting a little penny on the side.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So in relationships, I think that the other person does make mistakes.
Oh,
Then
all
we
the
tell
time.
ourselves stories about why they made that mistake and what their motives were,
That's right.
and we don't give them the benefit of doubt.
No, that's true. And that's true in other relationships as well. It's not just a marriage relationship. It's any type of relationship.
And don't we want benefit of doubt as well?
We do want the benefit of doubt, especially when we screw up or do something wrong.
Oh,
It
yeah.
sure would be nice to have some grace through that process. Yeah.
So if you want to kill your relationships, never, ever give the other person the benefit of doubt. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Hold them to the fire.
Do it. See where it gets you.
Hope that was helpful for you. If it was, please go ahead and subscribe. We would appreciate it.
Yeah, and be sure to ding that bell so you're notified of upcoming episodes.
And like it.
Yep, share it with your friends.
Thanks, everybody.
Until next time. You were telling me that you had a joke tonight. I'm excited.
Well, it's not really.
It's Chuck joke.
It's not a joke. It's a true story.
Oh, but it's a funny true story.
Yeah, a duck walks into 7-Eleven.
Oh, yeah, this is true. I can tell.
Says, do you have any grapes?
Mm.
And
The duck guy.
the duck
asked
did,
this.
yeah, said, do you have any grapes? And the guy that was working there at the 7-Eleven said, no, we don't sell any grapes.
Okay.
So the duck leaves. The next day, the duck comes back and said, do you have any grapes?
Right.
And the guy that's working there says, no, we don't sell grapes. So the duck leaves, and the third day he comes back and he says, do you have any grapes?
Okay.
And the guy says, this is the third day that you've been in here. I've told you 3 days in a row now, we don't have grapes. We don't sell grapes. If you come back in here again asking for grapes, I am going to nail your webbed feet to the floor.
Ooh.
So the duck leaves.
Okay.
So day 4, the duck comes in and says, do you have any nails? And the guy says, no, we don't sell nails. He said, do you have any grapes?
Oh, that's great. You know, I was thinking through the whole thing, how are we going to work Affleck in this? Because if it's a duck that talks, that'd be great.
Absolutely.
Oh, I loved it. I actually got the punchline right at the time at the end. That was good.
That's because you're so smart.
I try and figure it out.